Hi, this will be a full tutorial to modding a trigger to a Xrangers 2000. Okay, first you start out with a Xranger Xploders model. Alright, first thing you need to do, almost fell there, is cut off this bulb that is the actual handle part, because you can't fit this through the whole Night Finder gun, and that's going to be a problem. This is the Night Finder I will be using. It's already not broken, but it's taken apart. You take all this apart. You don't need any of the insides. You just need the case, and you need to keep this part and obviously the plunger rod. Alright, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take my soldering iron. You don't have to do it, you can cut it down. And I'm going to slowly make this tip part thinner. Now, I'm just making this up as I go. I didn't do it this way last time. Last time I just bolted it through. So if you're doing this with me and it's your first time, then we're together. Make sure after you've got your plunger sanded down, melted down, whatever you want to say or whatever you did, and you got your plunger cut off, make sure it fits in. Now you can move on to the next step. And next, what you want to do, you take the bottom of your Xploders gun, and then you slide your Night Finder up until it hits, and you want to mark where this part of the rail goes and where this part of the rail ends. And you also want to get the thickness of how wide the rail is. I'm just gonna scratch mine off. Make my lines a little bit more noticeable. And I know you won't be able to, maybe you will. You see that those scratches there? That's where I'm going to put my score lines. Alright, I just scored mine with an X-Acto. You can see the lines. There's one side cut out. Alright, after you got both sides cut out, now you need to cut the handle off. Alright, I just finished cutting the handle off. I just did it real quick, not very clean. Not much left to the gun really. Now I'm going to fix the handle. Just to show you what half of the handle looks like fitted in. It's kind of wobbly and crooked right now, but once you screw them together, that's how they fit. It just slides in that little hole you made. It's right there. And this part just goes right in there. Alright, I've got the handle in place for where the drawback will be, and this is pretty close to the old mod that I had. I still have to put in some parts, but this is pretty much it. Now when you get to this point, you have two options. One is you could tie a string to your dowel, or your plunger, and you make it so you pull the string to lock it. Your other option is to cut the line, cut through that orange piece in there, and make it so you draw it back like my original. Final things you need to do with this gun is go in here and cut away some of it, because it won't, it hits there. You can see it's still scraping on mine. You can hear it scraping, but it still works. Okay, I have my barrel on and I have it cocked back, and I'm just gonna shoot at this window real quick just to show you. And three, let me see. Alright, in 3, 2, 1. I already went through and cut a hole in the back where this screw is. There's a screw right through here. You gotta cut some of it off. Cut the bottom part off so you can stick the stock part on. Then if you're gonna put the stock back on, you gotta melt it down with a heat gun. Let me show you what I mean. This part will have to be melted so it bends down into it. And as soon as you do that, you don't have to do this, but I like to do it. As soon as you do that, you'll have the whole rifle done and completed.